And welcome back to Africa 54. I'm Esther Gitu in Washington. In refugee camps in Cameroon, food aid has been replaced by mobile money payments. Refugees can now choose what food they buy, and women no longer have to rely on their husbands in a mostly polygamous society. Moki Edwin Kinzeka has this report by Anne Mirel Nzwankeu in Gado, Cameroon.
Jenabu Abdullahi, a Central African Republic refugee in eastern Cameroon, no longer has to ask her husband for rations of food aid. Instead, she does her weekly shopping with aid money for refugees that was transferred directly to her mobile phone.
The program helped us a lot by giving us a lot of capabilities. As we are a polygamous home of 3 women, before it was our husband who went to take food for all of us and shared it with us. Now every wife has her phone. She benefits from the assistance for her children and herself, and she uses it as she wants.
Aid agencies in Cameroon introduced the cash-based transfer program in 2016 to increase the efficiency of refugee support.
WFP is currently assisting 48,000, just about 48,000 refugees via cash-based transfer. And one of the main reasons why cash is becoming more and more important in the humanitarian context is for WFP, it gives the beneficiaries the choice of food to select in the food basket that's available.
The mobile payment system is not unique to Cameroon, but for the mostly polygamous CAR refugees, it has been empowering because every wife is treated as head of a household and receives a monthly allowance.
The program allowed me to take care of myself, to solve the problems of my family. Now I no longer depend on food assistance. Thanks to this program, I can take care of my children's school fees and equip my house.
While limited by telecommunications, the use of mobile cash transfers is expected to grow and give more refugees choices about aid they receive. For Anne Zwanke in Gado, Cameroon, Moki Edwin Kinzeka for VOA News.
The World Health Organization's Regional Director for Africa is commending health workers and the Ministry of Health in Uganda for the level of preparedness to respond to an outbreak of Ebola virus disease. The commendation comes after an assessment of one of the high-risk districts in western Uganda. The country stepped up its preparedness activities since the beginning of the outbreak in neighboring Democratic Republic of Congo.
The World Health Organization's Regional Director for Africa, Dr. Mashidiso Moeti, visits a hospital in one of the high-risk districts for Ebola virus disease in western Uganda to assess the preparedness of health workers in stopping the spread of Ebola within the country's borders.
There's been a lot of investment in the preparedness, first of all, and this response now, they've been able to mobilize a lot of capacity, work with many partners. All the intervention areas that are necessary have been put in place here, and we've seen that we have not seen an increased number of cases, so we're very, very optimistic that this is a very effective response.
Uganda stepped up its response to its first confirmed Ebola cases in June, coupled with preparations which started since the outbreak began in the neighboring Democratic Republic of Congo. The result is the country's level of response.
We appreciate the investment that's gone into making sure that the system is up and ready to deal with patients when they arise, and we can only commit to continuing to support until the risk from across the border in the DRC is over, because we have to keep up these arrangements, this team at the ready in case somebody else is referred for them to treat.
There have been 3 confirmed cases since June the 11th, when Uganda declared the Ebola virus disease outbreak, all of whom had traveled to the neighboring Democratic Republic of Congo. More than 100 people who had contact with the confirmed cases are being monitored. Since the outbreak was declared, 1,063 high-risk individuals have been vaccinated.
Even when we don't have any Ebola cases in Uganda, even when we no longer have suspect cases, we shall still remain in a response mode because we've already had Ebola confirmed in the country, and we cannot declare an end to the outbreak because there is a potential outbreak still on the other side.
With support from the WHO and partners, Uganda has trained more than 16,000 community leaders and volunteers in remote border areas to spot the symptoms, provide medical attention to potential patients, and to alert the authorities. The local teams serve as the eyes and ears of the district and national emergency systems that cover surveillance.
Your body temperature is 36.
It's time now for a short break. We'd like to remind you to visit our website, channelstv.com, for news and programming around the clock. You can also find us at youtube.com/channelsweb. Still to come, in Matabo National Park, Zimbabweans say the horned rhinos is paying off. With less poaching, rhinos are making a comeback. We'll bring you that story after the break.